I brought together the biggest metal band in the world and the weirdest bassist alive for an audition. Okay, I didn't, but Metallica did in 1986. This guy, Les Claypool, walks into audition for Metallica. He starts shredding, slapping, and tapping his bass like a complete maniac. James Hetfield later said he was too good and needed to do his own thing. Les thinks they just saw his mohawk and baggy pants and thought he was a total freak. But what happened next is insane. By doing his own thing, Les Claypool created one of the strangest and most successful bands of the 90s. This is the story of how Primus made being weird their ultimate superpower and why their fans literally chant that they suck. Most bands have a lead guitarist, right? Wrong. Primus put their bass player in the spotlight and it changed everything. This wasn't just any bassist. Les Claypool attacked his bass with a crazy slapping style that made it sound like a lead instrument from another planet. Then they added the chaotic guitar of Larry Lalonde and the insane drumming of Tim Alexander. The result? A sound so weird you couldn't even name it. Was it funk? Was it metal? Nobody knew. And their lyrics were even crazier. Instead of singing about love, they told bizarre stories about fishermen, cats, and race car drivers. They were so weird, their fans started a chant, "Primus sucks!" And the band made it their official slogan. Can you believe that? After getting a small following, Primus was about to attempt the impossible, go mainstream. In 1991, the whole world was sick to death of hair metal, and Primus released Sailing the Seas of Cheese. It was the weirdest album imaginable, and it exploded. Their song, Jerry Was a Race Car Driver, was everywhere. You literally couldn't escape its insane bass line on MTV. Beavis and Butthead loved their weird videos, and an entire generation fell in love with their strangeness. To prove it wasn't a fluke, they released their next album, Pork Soda, and it went into the top 10 on the Billboard charts and then went platinum. Their song, My Name is Mud, became a massive hit. They weren't just weird anymore. They were superstars. So what do you do when you become a massive rock star? Well, if you're Primus, you get even weirder. This is the craziest part. They were asked to make the theme song for a brand new show you might have heard of, South Park. That iconic bass line, you know? That's Primus. They introduced their sound to millions of people who had no idea who they were. But with all that success, the band went on hiatus in 2000. Les Claypool is a creative genius, so he immediately started a ton of other bands with members of The Police and Fish. This man has way too many ideas for just one band. The story doesn't end there. Today, Primus is still going. In late 2024, their drummer Tim Alexander left the band. So what did Primus do? They held an interstellar drum derby to find a replacement. They got over 6,000 applicants. And in early 2025, they revealed their new drummer, John Hoffman. I can't believe they did that! The new lineup immediately dropped a single called Little Lord Fentanyl in May of 2025, proving they are just as weird as ever. They still tour with huge bands like Pacifier and A Perfect Circle. Primus's legacy is insane. They became one of the biggest bands in the world without changing a single thing about their sound. They proved that being a complete original is the ultimate cheat code for success. And that's why, to their fans, Primus will always and gloriously suck. Out of every song they've ever made, I want to know the weirdest Primus song you love. For me, it's Tommy the Cat. Hands down. Let me know in the comments right now. And if you ever pretended to slap a bass like Les Claypool, smash that like button.